Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Hope you're still enjoying your Saturday. It's Saturday evening. It's I think it's not long gone, 6:30. Just a little quick one before I head out for a few drinks with some friends. We're going to be talking a little bit about the Hojbjerg Atletico Madrid situation. We've got another update as to how far they're going to go on their offer. We'll also be talking about the valuation and offer kind of realm on Sergio Reguilon as well. And that's obviously to Sociedad. So we're going to jump straight in because we've got no time to waste. So we'll start with Hojbjerg's situation. So just a bit of a background before I jump into what it says. We talked in a video about how the fact that Atletico had kind of had their bid stalled with Spurs over Højbjerg. Evidently, they didn't want to pay a lot. We wanted more. Kind of gist. You get the idea, right? So this comes from Ben Jacobs of CBS, and it says that there is a big difference in valuation between Spurs and Atletico Madrid over Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Talks remain ongoing, but Atletico are unwilling to pay more than 25 million euros. Okay, so about 20 million pounds. Well, I'm not selling them, am I? That's ridiculous. That is absolutely bonkers money that you're telling me he's worth 20 million pounds. Now, look, you may sit there on the other end of this and you may go, I don't really like Højbjerg, I'm not that big of a fan of him, but you can sit there and say, yeah, he's worth more than 20 million though. 5 games missed out of 150, right? That is mental, that, especially in football nowadays, with things like rest and all that stuff alongside the injuries and suspensions. He's missed 5 games. So, you know, Mr. Iron Man, you could probably call him there. I'm not really sure. Atletico must not really rate him, because if you're not going to bid a reasonable offer or have a reasonable valuation, then he's not. You mustn't think he's any good. So, which is a slight worry, because I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm the biggest Højbjerg fan. I think he's good, but to where I see Spurs and where I want Spurs to go, doesn't mean we're that right now, but where I want them to go, he has a ceiling, right? His floor, there's a saying, so you have a ceiling and a floor. The floor is the worst you can be, the ceiling is the best you can be. His floor is higher than other people's floors, but his ceiling is lower than other people's ceilings, right? You get the idea? 20 million euros, if we were to do that, would just about pay for Kessie, okay? Which is fine. That's, you know, if you work it out like that, it's all right. But I just, it's absolutely dumbfounding. I don't know actually what to say. And you'll sit there on the other end of this and listen to this and go, 20 million euros? Are you joking? Because, well, 20 million pounds, but 25 million euros. You'd be sitting there going, God, that number must start with a 3 if we're even in any kind of ballpark. I think Spurs are going to want at least 25 million pounds, which is about 30 million euros. They're going to want that as a starter, as to you being serious with your offer, right? Doesn't mean we'd take it. Obviously not. We're gonna want more, but at least we go, right, well, you're serious about this player. You're serious about making an offer. Let's negotiate. Let's sort something out, right? Yeah, I don't know. That offer, it's not it. And that's why I think it's stalled, because I just think they're going to want to say, no, we want him, we want him. And they're probably telling Højbjerg's camp, no, we want you. Spurs are playing hardball. We want you, though. You know how much we love you. You'd be perfect in this situation. And then his agent's going to Spurs, and Spurs are going, yeah, they've offered 20 million pounds. Like, come on. I know you may want to go, but you got to be reasonable. 20 million pounds, do you not rate yourself as a player? No, you know, I don't see him moving at all for that kind of money. But I guess crazy things have happened. Depends on how desperate you are to move him. Talking a little bit about the Sergio Reguilon situation, and I sort of said, you know, sort of 7 million pounds, 10 million pounds, somewhere in there was kind of the realm where I sort of expected the money to be, as long as they took the contract as well. Well, sources from in Spain say Sociedad hope to sign Reguilon in an operation that costs around 11 million euros. So, yeah, about 8 million pounds, 9 million pounds, somewhere in there. I think, do you know what? Yeah, I know we spent more than that. I know we spent a lot more than that. But do you know what? We got to sit there. Sorry, my dog's barking right now. It's going mental. But we got to sit there and say, oh, do you know what? We probably need to take this, allow them to take the wages, because actually at the end of the day, we need to be able to use that money to cash in elsewhere. And that's the important thing with this. It's not about, let's draw every penny down from this deal as much as we can. It's, do you know what? He's got an offer on the table. We're probably not going to do much better than that. Let's move him on. We've got left backs. Hell, you can keep Perisic if you're really desperate, but you've got Cess, you've got Davies, you've got Udogie. We don't need 5 left backs. And this is the important thing. With the tour now ending, us being back in London, departures, we must have 2 or 3 each week now for the next couple of weeks. At least 2 a week for the next couple of weeks, because actually we really need to kind of just shift, go, send them on. Angie's probably made a decision on quite a few players of who he wants to be here. But I think, you know, we've barely seen certain players. We saw Tanganga against West Ham, didn't set the world alight. We saw Davies, didn't set the world alight against the Lost City Sailors, whatever they were called, the Singaporean team. You'll be sitting there going, well, Dogie's decent. Reguilon, I didn't rate him what I saw. You know, right back, you got Emerson, you got Pedro. I think that's all you really need. So I think Spencer's the odd man out there. Brian Hill, obviously dealing with injury, so we haven't really had a chance to look at him. What's happening with Harry Kane? You know, Ndombele, Lo Celso, Papa Massar, Skippy. Just think of any other. Lloris still having to move on. One thing I don't get is why Lloris hasn't gone. He never went to the tour. If he's had no offers, fine. But if he's had offers, his agent, Lloris's agent, should really be pushing these deals, especially because we've gone, go find yourself a club. We'll send you there. Just go sign the club. We'll sign the paperwork. That was weeks ago. We're still waiting for Lloris's situation to clear up. You know, I know Saudi wanted him early in the summer. I know some teams in France wanted him, but I'm surprised we've not really heard anything about it for the last about week or so. It's been a bit quiet, which is a bit fishy. But anyways, that's the end of the video. Just a really quick one. Obviously, like I said, I've got to head out. Got to enjoy my evening, and hopefully you enjoy this video. Okay, all right. I know maybe it's not as exciting as what an evening could be, but I hope you do enjoy your evening. Stay safe if you are going out and gallivanting like myself. Please stay safe. Enjoy the evening, lads. You know, it's been a long week. You deserve to blow off some steam. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Hit me in the comment section. Pierre Højbjerg, the value of 25 million euros. Would you accept it? And if so, where are you putting that money, or who are you getting with that money? Subscribe to the channel if you are new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. Enjoy your Saturday night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, lads.